Hello all and welcome back. Hope you liked the last video. I'm down at my Syndicate Lake at the moment, which is completely froze over, but I just need to get out of the house. So what I wanted to talk about in this video is cook tents, and do you need one in your life? So I'm going to show you a couple of the most popular ones on the market, why you should buy one, why you shouldn't buy one, is it for you? And also the problem that we're having at the moment is that a lot of manufacturers are discontinuing these. So stay tuned. Do you need a cook tent in your life? So through this video I'm going to show you some of the most popular ones on the market, the dimensions, the weight, the pack down, how easy they are to set up. I've got two that I'm going to show you today. One is a Westlake cook tent. Some of you may not have heard of that one before, and I've also got the Tracker one as well, which unfortunately is discontinued. The big question is, do you need a cook tent? So I suppose it all depends on the type of angler that you are. If you're the type of angler that loves going away with friends and having a social and having somewhere to cook that's not inside your bivvy because you've only got a small shelter, then yes, perfect. If you're the type of angler that goes to France regular, you take your wife, maybe your children, then again, yes, this sort of product is absolutely perfect for you. For the anglers that are constantly always wanting to be mobile and getting on the fish and they're not a bait and wait sort of person, then no, I probably wouldn't recommend one of these for you. But maybe the one that I've got to show you today, the Westlake, might convince you to buy one, just simply down to the price of them. And you could always have it sat in your shed, always there for when you maybe want to have that sort of type of social with your friends, at a cheap cost. So let's get into the different types of shelters available, the ones that are discontinued, why I think they're discontinued, and let's go from there, guys. So the first one I want to show you is the Westlake Shelter. Now, for those of you who've not heard of this company before, they are a generally small company. They do bivvies and shelters and other fishing related products, but you can search for them online. And to be honest with you, starting this video off this way with the Westlake, I'm doing this for a reason, because it's probably one of the only ones that you're going to be able to get your hands on at the moment, guys. For some reason, manufacturers have stopped making these. Fox, Tracker, even the Rod Hutchinson Cabrio one, they seem to be discontinued. Now, I can only presume that this is down to people not wanting them, people not buying them. But when I look online, I see so many people, like the Bankside Chefs, who have a Facebook page that advocate these sorts of products, and they're great for certain types of anglers. Yes, they're not for everyone, I get that, but this Westlake is a cracking little cook tent and probably perfect for your needs. And I'll show you some footage now of me sort of setting part of it up and what it looks like and the quality of it. So guys, this is what you get in the bag with the Westlake cook shelter. We've obviously got the main shelter itself. Now, first touch, this material is really thick, and it seems like really good quality. So hopefully that should stand the test of time. Then we move on, we've got a separate perspex screen for the back window. You've got your ground sheet. It's also provided with some really good heavy duty guy ropes to sort of peg that down, and you've also got some heavy duty pegs. As you can see, I've already used this, and then you've got the actual structure, the frame of the cook tent itself. So that's it, guys, that's everything you get in the bag. Let's get this up and let's see what it looks like. And you also get a really decent bag which everything fits into really easily, which is a bonus. You're not trying to struggle to get everything in. Well, that's the frame up. Didn't take too long at all. 5 minutes just to click everything in place. Frame is obviously a little bit wobbly, but I'm guessing once everything's been put on and pegged down, it'll be pretty sturdy. So let's get to the next stage. Bit of a tip when you're putting it up, unless you're 7 foot, I'd take the middle pole sections out just to lower it down so you can get the bivvy over the top and then raise the bivvy up. There you go guys, the Westlake cook tent is all erected. That's taken me about 23 minutes in total when I looked at the timer. Quite easy to do it on your own. A lot of great features on the bivvy. You've obviously got the roll up door, multiple pegging points, front and back. You can also attach guy ropes if you have serious weather conditions. Also there got a nice window in the back. But what I really like about this bivvy is it's lined inside, which I haven't seen before, and I'm presuming that's going to give you a lot better insulation. And also we've got the strap-on points for the poles themselves on each side. I haven't put the ground sheet in for this test, but you can walk straight into this shelter without ducking down. I'm 5'11", and it's a great place to be. Well worth it. I think you can get these at the moment from Go Outdoors. They're on offer for about $119.99. Absolute brilliant quality. Change that back window as well to a clear panel so the rain doesn't come through, but it's still got ventilation at the top there, which again is another great little feature. And they're the actual guy rope points if you wanted to tie the guy ropes down and make it even more secure. But the material it's made out of, I am really surprised at a bivvy that you can pick up at the moment for $119.99. It's an absolute bargain. Guys, I also wanted to point out that I'm not paid to review any of these products. It's just my personal opinion and what I found really when I've been looking at the different products that are available to you. So please don't think that I'm trying to sell them on behalf of any company. So the next one we're going to move on to is the Tracker cook tent. Now, again, I'm going to put some footage up in a minute. You can see it set up and the different features. The only downside to this Tracker one is that you're at the mercy of somebody putting one up on eBay because they've discontinued it and they no longer make it. And it is a cracking product in my opinion. And when it first came out, I think it retailed at $199.99. So it doesn't break the bank. And we'll talk about another product that probably does break the bank next, which is the Fox version. Now, there is plenty of these available at the moment. You can get them on eBay, and I'm probably guessing the reason why is because they're £450. So yeah, that's not for somebody on a budget really, but a cracking product. I haven't got one of those to show you, but we'll move on to that one next. And here is the Tracker cook tent that I have set up in my garden, so take a look guys. So this is the Tracker version of the cook tent, and yes, you get a decent sized bag, but yeah, it's not as big as the Westlake one, but it does fit in nice and easily. You also get heavy duty pegs, and seems to be quite a lot more poles with the Tracker one to put together. Then you've obviously got your ground sheet, and you've got actually 2 clear window panels and the main bivvy. So let's get all this set up, see how long it takes, and let's see what it looks like. This is the Tracker cook tent and its frame. Already I've noticed that it's quite a bit bigger than the Westlake version, but in fairness it's a lot more awkward to put up. The poles move very easily. Ideally it's a 2-man job, but I've managed to get this far with it, and let's carry on. Let's get the tent up and let's have a look at the features and the size inside. So straight away I think you can see there that the tracker, the door is a lot lower than the actual Westlake version, and you have to actually duck under to go underneath, but once you're under you're actually alright, you can stand up. But with the Westlake you can walk straight in. Like I said on the previous footage, the material of the Westlake is, in my opinion, far superior than the tracker. And you can see from the video now where you can see through, you know, that sort of light coming through the back of the shelter. But then when you go over to the Westlake, the lining inside just protects that. Does make it a lot darker. That could be a negative for you if that's something you're looking at. But the tracker is a lot bigger, wider. There's definitely more features on the tracker. You've got a front door and a back door, and you've also got side windows. You can actually change them to plastic, and they also roll down so they can be shut permanently. Loads of pegging points around the side. You've got the guy ropes up in here in case you get heavy wind conditions, so you can tie that right down. But yeah, looking at them both side by side, there's not much in it really, and with the tracker being a bit more difficult to set up on your own, personally I would probably go for the Westlake. Better material, walk straight into it, not as big, easier to set up on your own. $119.99 at the moment in Go Outdoors. Unfortunately, you can't buy the tracker anymore, it's discontinued, so you're going to be at the mercy of somebody putting one on eBay or Market Facebook Place. But good bit of kit, really good, but for me it would definitely be the Westlake, and sort of make your own mind up. There is other shelters as well that you can keep an eye out for. JRC do a similar shelter, again packed with loads of features. You've also got Avid that do the carp screens, Nash do the gazebos, so lots of options for you. But for a cook tent, the Westlake for me is perfect. It just ticks all the boxes. Again, if I could get another tracker, then yeah, the tracker's great. I would definitely have one if that was my only option, but a lot more money when they were new and you can't get them anymore. So I suppose it leaves the Westlake leading the way on that one. And if you wanted to with a Westlake, you could always get in touch with Army Andy to put you some side windows in there, give you those extra features like the tracker has. That's definitely an option for you if you wanted to. You probably could afford to with the money that you're saving. So have a look at them guys, see what you think. I hope this review has been helpful. Thanks a lot.